Hello my crafty friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing some work in my December daily today. I'm going to be working on days 3, 4, and 5. And if you don't know, what I basically did was I did some pre-work ahead of time in November before Thanksgiving, and I kind of worked on my foundation pages. So I filmed all of that, and then I'm going to insert those clips in here, and then I'm also going to then go back to present day me and actually put in the photos and the journaling and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the clip for day 3, 4, and 5, and then I'll come back and finish it all up. All right, so if you saw my day 1 and 2 video that I posted last week, you would have known that I switched day 2 and 3. So that's why there's a number 2 sitting there. But basically I just did this layout. I used these pieces in my day 3. So there's a wreath there with a little journaling card and had little epoxy dots on it that I had applied actually a couple like last year, but I never ended up using that card. And then this other card came from that same line. It's not the same. It's not the line that I'm using right now. It's not the Country Christmas Simple Stories. It's another Simple Stories kit, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it because I feel like it's a 2-page layout, so I think it's okay. And I'm just altering and doctoring it up a little bit. This little card here that has cute little banners on it, and I'm just putting in some stickers. One says like tradition, the other one was a little wreath, and then the other one just said family time. And you'll see kind of in the process when I put the pictures in that I'm just documenting a day that me and my sister and my mom and one of my sister's friends, Meg, went to make wreaths at my church. So that's what this is basically documenting. So, okay, let's go ahead and go to day 4. And day 4 was pretty fun. I recently moved into a new apartment, and if you follow me at all on my channel, you would have heard me say that 15 million times because I was talking about it a lot. So I was really excited to just kind of document that process. So what I did, I have this little transparency that had a little picture of a little like apartment. It looked like an apartment complex to me. At least it looks kind of like my apartment complex. And I just wrote the word home here, and those are Dollar Tree stickers. And I'm just writing the word home. And then the journaling card, what I did to make it kind of fit in that box was I cut the top off and then I just glued it to the back. So it kind of just has like a square now. And then I just added this cute little like bunting sticker that came from the collection. And then I think I just put gather together because that's really what my home has been, is really a place for me to have my friends over, and it's been really fun. So that is kind of what I'm documenting, is just how nice that is to be able to have a couple friends over all the time. So you'll see there that I put a little note in to put a photo in there. So I will do that in the end of the video when I start showing the process of that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to day 5. And day 5, I'm using a couple of it's going to basically be all I want for Christmas. And what I'm doing here is I'm just going to add a little tab at the top of this. And just really honestly for decorative purposes, there's no use for this little tab. And so what I did was I just used the little stickers that came in the collection, and I just took a little piece of one of the scrap pieces of paper that I had and just cut a little tab out of it. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that at the top. And yeah, so that's basically all I'm doing. I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on there. And my recommendation is to, when you're gluing it, put it in the pocket so you know where you're gluing, because I do actually have to take it off and readjust it because I felt like it sat too deep in the pocket and you couldn't really see it. And I kind of wanted to see it like poking out of the pocket. All right, so I just inked up the edges of the 5 and this little journaling card that has the December in it. And then I just added a couple of holly little die cuts just to kind of bring in some more decoration. And then I'm going to pop it off the page a little bit, so it's going to be popped off that 5 calendar there. And after I get all this tape off of there, I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is just add some stickers to the other journaling card and this little small journaling card. So in this collection, they had these cool stickers that kind of had like a little collage element to them, and I really like them. So I'm just going to stick one of those down there, and it says joy, which is definitely one of my Christmas wants this year, is to have some joy through the Christmas holiday. And yeah, so then I just took a couple of other die cuts here, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue those onto this season's greeting card just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. And this particular layout will not be having any pictures in it, so it's going to be one of those non-picture layouts. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and, oh yeah, afterwards I decided I wanted to circle or corner round these that card, just because the two at the top were corner rounded. All right, so that's basically how it looks. Now you're going to see me struggle with ungluing that and moving that up because it just wasn't, I was able to salvage it. I was able to actually pull it up and then adjust it so that it worked for me. It wasn't quite right, but it was a lot better. All right, that's all. I'm going to go ahead and put in my pictures now. The 8th of December, and I am going to be putting in all of my pieces for my day 3, and this was a day that we went, I'm telling a story about actually something that happened in November. Actually, I think it happened in October, like the last week of October, but I really wanted to kind of share this story because I just wanted to. Now, I do want to just say that this particular journaling and this particular story is not probably the best in regards to the day itself. It was a little bit of a rough day for me. I need to trim this a little bit more. It was a little bit of a rough day for me. I had actually a migraine, and I get them quite frequently. I'm on medication and all that stuff, so it's, you know, under control, but I do get them quite frequently, and I was really excited because my mom and my sister and actually one of my sister's friends were coming, and I was just really looking forward to spending some time with them and, like, you know, being creative. But it was a little bit difficult because I had a migraine. So in my journaling, I talk a lot about disappointment and how it was kind of disappointing the whole day, just because I had that. But I still wanted to share the story because I want to still remember the memory of the day, because even though there were some disappointing parts to it, I mean, obviously we had a really good time, and I have some really cute pictures of my mom and my sister with their little wreaths. So, and now my wreath is hanging on the door. So I am going to actually have some journaling, but I am going to have it hidden. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put something on this to kind of make it a tab you can pull out. But I did want to have a little bit of hidden journaling just because, again, it's not the greatest day ever. Even though it was fun, you know, I pushed through and I had fun, but it was kind of a day of a little bit of a disappointment because I was really looking forward to it, like I said. So, but like I said, the wreath is there and my pictures are cute, and you know, so it is what it is. So I am going to actually pull this out because I do need to, come on. I'm going to actually adhere this on, and then I'm going to need to trim it a little bit. So I'm going to adhere this to the back of this. So I guess I'm just saying all that because I want to encourage you that not all of your stories have to be fantastically great and everything has to be beautiful and fantastic. I mean, that's just not real life, and that's not really feasible. So, but I encourage you to still share those stories. I mean, even if it's not something that was exactly perfect, you know, I think it's still okay. I know it's still okay to share those stories because, you know, that's part of life, and it's what was going through, and it's real life. So, I guess I just wanted to include that on there because, like I said, I wanted to remember that memory, and I wanted to remember it. It was something that we did specifically because we wanted to make little reefs together. All right, so I keep trimming this because I want it to fit into the pocket but not be snug because I don't want it to be hard to pull in and out. So I'm going to put something behind that in just a second. But what I wanted to do first was I want to take this card and I'm just going to write the word. I'm going to actually get some sticker letters and I'm going to put in here. Actually, I'm going to use the new ones I just literally bought. So as per usual, I'm just going to use the things I literally just bought today. I bought these stickers at Target. But, and I'm just going to write the word home or handmade, not homemade, handmade. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to, I think, not sure if I want to add anything else to this. I think it's good. So that's going to go in there, and then that little piece of ribbon, and then I'm just going to attach it with the stapler. And I think I'm going to put just a little bit of Fabri-Tac on the back. Okay, so then that's just going to slide in here. I might have to trim it up. It might be a little bit too long. I'll see when I put it into the book. Okay, the other thing is I need to add my number. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through my journal cards and see what I can pull for a little space holder for that. I like the darkness of the wood, and it's kind of pointing down to my mom and my sister, to our picture. And I could probably add something to it, but I feel like this page has enough on it already. So I'm just going to call this done. I'm going to put it in the book just to see how far this hangs out. So there's day 2. And again, I've got the journaling right there. And then day 3 is now a 2-page spread, which wasn't the plan originally. And then let's see how far that hangs off. Okay, yeah, let me trim it just a little tiny bit. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to day 4. And day 4 is about my house, my new little apartment. And I have my picture here, and I just took a picture of my building, like my porch, and I have this little Santa little thing in the window and then my tree lit up. And I'm just going to put this in here. I'm going to actually take this out and put it all in there together. And then this is not going to be the easiest drilling to get out, but I'm kind of okay with that. I'm okay with that not being very easy to get out. Okay. And then I had this like gold, like transparency on here, which I still want to have, but I don't like the back of that. So I need to find just a plain piece of paper or plain journaling card for that. Okay, so I found two different options. I could just go with the same as it was down here. And I'm liking that okay. I mean, I'd have to cut this, obviously. This is a 4x4 card, but it just says ho 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 on the back, which I don't really care for. So I could do that. I'm kind of liking that. And my other thought process was I could use this journal card. But the only problem is I don't like that it's not white, because this is so white and that's white. So I think I just talked myself into doing this one. So I'm going to just put these cards together and then cut it. Okay, so then 5 is on the other side of that one, and 5 doesn't have a picture. It's just basically my little wish list. And oh, that's right. Glad I put that little reminder on there. Okay, so I just found some like stickers and things that I thought would be really cute to use on this little journaling card that I have that says all I want for Christmas. And so basically I pulled one that said our family together, but I'm just going to put family together, and then I'm going to cut that R part out. I'm going to do memories, and then I'm going to do presents under the tree. And then I have a couple of rub-ons that I wanted to grab from something. So let me grab it and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and moved the camera down just a little bit so you're closer. So this is a little Tim Holtz rub-on, and I have a little tiny little sticky note here that says rub on home for Christmas and out cold outside. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, okay, so there's home for Christmas and then cold outside. Where is cold outside? Cold outside, cold outside, cold outside. Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, it's cold outside. Okay. So I'm actually just going to cut these. And so I'm already getting one of my Christmas wishes because I'm in California. So the last 2 Christmases that from what I can remember, it was been pretty hot, actually warm, here in California. And I just wanted a winter, a little tiny bit of winter. Like, give me some cold, please, just a little bit. I want to wear my cute boots and my scarves and, you know, a coat. And I'm getting it. It's definitely cold and rainy here. So I'm loving it. I know a lot of Californians will probably be like, what are you talking about? I hate it. But I love it. It just feels like I actually have some resemblance of some kind of weather, which I am loving. Okay, so we are just going to cut these couple of things out. And I think I'm going to do the rub-ons you know what? I better do them first, because I think it'll be hard to rub if I have a sticker there. So let me just make sure that's what I want it to be. So I want it to be, I don't think I want this one. I don't necessarily want them in any specific order. I mean, I do want this one at the bottom because I feel like it's a little, just going to trim it a little bit. I need to trim this one just a little bit too. So yeah, I think that looks really cute. It's kind of all like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off of this one. All right, so that's just going to go in here, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do for this day. I just kind of wanted it to be a cute little decorated all I want for Christmas, and just some cute little things on there. So let's go ahead and get this in the book. So here's day 3, my little wreath. And then day 4 is just talking about my home. And then day 5 is my Christmas memories, or my Christmas wish list. All right, so that's everything that I had for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you again real soon. Bye for now.